Okay, and we're back, and we're gonna do another episode here.
Are you spending any time at the Dermond Priory during your trip?
Indeed. I have several days planned to stop in and meet with gifts.
Where am I going? Wait a minute. It says go this one. Metrograph. Alright. I'm gonna make a copy here too in a minute. Let's see here. Where am I going? It doesn't show me here. Way up here. You know what though? I'm gonna go right in there. I'm gonna get that couple of these things. I'm gonna go over here for a minute. Oh, you're gonna love how things load in later. There we go. They kind of use teleportation to get at you. Oh, didn't work right. Come on, come on, out of the water. What the hell? I'm stuck. Ooh, talk about lag. See how suddenly I appeared there? Yeah, let's see here. Now we'll go to our little area. Watch. You press this. You get across the water and you don't need to get on and off your mount. That's what I was trying to do, and when I went to hit it, I just ran right into the water. It was weird. But you know, game just started, so it's gotta load things in. As usual, neat scenery. Brisbane Wildlands. Haven't been in here much. Do 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 do. Whee! I'm gonna make these a little bit shorter so I can get
Kept
more
us
of them
just
up
down the
there.
road. Let's go.
And I'm gonna do for every race so that people can see what the story's like, you know? Get some hints on what to do, etc.
Plenty of goodies down by the river. Fetch 'em for me quick, and there'll be double the shinies.
Yes, yes, yes! Shinies! Noisemakers! We go now!
Shinies. And Kappa and Scritsville. Hey, buddy. Come here.
My, there are even more of you. Good, good. Here for work?
Work? No. Things to trade. For rewards. Shiny noisemakers. Yes? Yes?
Rewards, yes. Here, I've a nice button for you. Call it a down payment.
Shiny button. Yes, yes, good start. More to come, right? We go. Bring things back.
Come clean, Keppa. You put that passel of pint-sized killer golems in play without knowing how dangerous they were.
Killers? No, no. My market niche is lab assistants. I'm using Scrid at the moment. They work cheap, but their utility has proven limited. My mini golems are gonna make me rich. They fetch, haul, carry, and fight. Everything a genius needs from her crew. I can prove it, too. Let me just... Oh, dear. Here come my Scrit, clamoring for attention. Don't worry. This happens every so often.
They sound angry.
They always sound angry, but once I toss out a handful of shiny buttons, they'll love me again. Observe. Why, there are so many of you now. Wonderful. Bring more things, get more shinies.
No more buttons. Real work, real treasure. Shiny tools, noisy machines. Pay us.
But my financial model is based on paying you in trinkets. Can't we renegotiate?
Negotiate? Yes! Give us things that make our lives easier, or we end yours!
There's too many! Get on the turret and drive them off!
Hurry! Kill! Too much, 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 too
More
much.
stuff, more stuff, stuffies. No, failed, failed. We
Found this
failed.
locale, no
No.
Come another bunch of them. That didn't take much, did it? Come another bunch of dummies. Right through a minefield.
Get it, and I'm plan fail, plan fail, plan fail, plan fail, plan fail.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I guess I just keep doing this.
Attack fast! Run back! Run back! Run back! Run back! Run back! Run back! Now!
Something going on out here? Oh, maybe. Oh.
Run away!
Found this locale no more.
Hurry! Kill! Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much.
I think the game's broken.
More stuff, more stuffy stuff. No, failed, no, failed, no, failed, no, failed, no, failed, no, failed, no, failed. We failed, no.
It's a full-on rebellion. Follow me. If I don't mollify these Skrit, we're all in trouble.
Uh-huh.
Please, I meant no offense. I thought we had an equitable arrangement.
No more buttons. Real work, real treasure. Shinies, noisemakers. We get or we go.
Wait, what? Ah, never mind. I really need to build myself a less volatile workforce.
You need to update your files, Keppa. Skrit aren't simple-minded. They just communicate with each other much more efficiently than they can with us. A dozen Skrit is a dozen minds focusing on the same problem. Gather 20 Skrit, or 100, and their collective mental acuity rivals ours.
That explains a lot, actually. So all I need to do is keep their numbers below a certain threshold.
No, you need to stop exploiting them. Or it'll come back and bite you on the backside like it did today. I think we're done here, Zoja. Keppa's golems haven't run wild or tried to kill anyone. Is Mink the one we wanted all along?
Mink isn't any craftier than Keppa here. That leaves Counselor Haya, who is, in fact, sharp enough to cover her tracks. I've got a new theory. Meet me back at my lab and we'll test it.
I think she fudged the plans. And then, yeah, that makes some sense, eh? Yeah. Trying to make some more golems.
I don't know how to get down from here.
Well, if you don't know how to get down from here, if you stay there, then you don't have to worry about getting down from there. That would be my plan. Yeah, there you go. Solution. Now I gotta go all the way back to where here. So just pop over here. Loja. Where are you down here? Whoa. Back over here. We'll go here. There we go. Come on. And around the corner. There it is there. You can see it.
If all Mink and Keppa are guilty of is idiocy, then the culprit has to be Haya. I've built this golem to Haya's specs. Once I activate it, we should see results. Stand by.
Good morning, mistress. How may I serve Curve Kill you today? Kill, kill, kill.
Okay, there's our proof. Deactivating the golem may require force. Time to attack! I've got some aggression to work out.
Sit back here and let the minions do it.
Well, that settles that. The core that Haya swapped in must contain a hidden exploit to drive the golems to murder.
So we're going up against a counselor? No mean task, but I'm ready. I don't care how high up she is, she can't do this to us! No sarcasm this time. Haya's not just smearing Snaff's reputation or mine.
Corrupt politician?
She's killing people and framing us for it.
How could that happen?
We have to take her down in front of the entire council. Let me fire up Mr. Sparkles, and then I'll meet you in the council chambers.
Mr. Sparkles for president. There you go. Whoop. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, we're done with that. Bump. Let's see here. Where am I going? Down below, right? Or
There
is
is
it
no
above?
profit in the eternal alchemy.
Okay.
Interested in something specific?
Interesting.
Whoops. Maybe around the other way? Maybe it was upstairs. Oh, I don't know. This place can be real confusing. How do I get out of here again? Alright, now. Great. Oh. right there. Okay, now what? Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay.
Haya, we know you're the one who turned the valet golem into an anti-personnel device.
We've got all the proof we need. And we're going to expose your machinations to the entire council.
Proof? You mean those blueprints I gave you? The ones my underlings are retrieving from your lab at this very moment? You're not in my league, dearies. And after my modified valets are finished with my fellow counselors, no one else will be either. You'll get the blame, of course. Nothing personal. This is merely how top-level council politics play out. If it helps,
like the Democrat
I'd be
Party.
happy to feign remorse.
Let's go, Savant. If the council gets wiped out by your golems, the peacemakers will fry us on sight. We'll have to catch up with Haya later.
Good luck, my darlings. Try not to die too painfully.
Okay.
We've got work to do. I just hope those oafs on the council are grateful.
What am I doing? Okay, what do I do? Enter the council chambers. Is this how I do it? Okay.
There they are. Stop them before they buttle again.
These valet golems are remarkably useful. Wherever did they originate from?
They were a gift from an anonymous donor. Mere toys, of course, but it's nice to be appreciated.
Masters, I shall now perform a deep cranial massage with my fists.
By my ears, take cover!
Stop this at once, or I shall admonish you most severely.
Hostiles detected. Initiate combat protocols.
You'll soon realize your mistake.
The furrowing of my brow will be epic.
Combat protocols active. Restricted weaponry unlocked. Prepare
Defensive
for
protocols
death.
online.
Have a nice die. Would you like a haircut? I suggest a little off the top. Do not worry, Master. I have detailed files on blood stain removal.
Let's get out of here.
Raw.
Zosha, for once I'm glad to see you. And is that the Snaf Savant? What is the meaning of this?
Those valet golems were based on my designs. Counselor Haya tampered with them and sent them to kill as much of the council as possible.
I can vouch for this. Haya is making a power play. We don't have hard evidence, but...
Say no more. Bold moves are Haya's style, and she never leaves evidence that can be traced back to her. Leave Haya to us. We'll keep an eye on her. She may well receive a lethal gift of her own someday soon. In the meantime, you have our thanks.
Well, it's not a complete victory, but we did save the Arcane Council and Snaf's reputation. I'm sincerely sorry I ever doubted you.
That's right.
I accept your apology. Again. Just remember, I'm the Snaf Savant. Sarcasm aside, you can count on me to live up to his example.
Me. Ooh. Sphere charts. I don't know what I do with these anymore. There's just items at the mystic thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. And that's that. That freaked me out. It's just part of the game. I was like, whoa. Okay. Alright. Okay, where is she? She's somewhere over here.
I'm glad the
Must be
influence
down
of the
below.
eternal alchemy upon structures is so
Has to be down below.
I don't know
this
how,
time.
but
I heard a rumor that a human going to divinity ended up in Black Citadel.
Yeah, here we go.
How may I assist you?
That's tricky. No. Sand going this way? No. We gotta go over here. No. Jeez.
Initiate the action.
I get a headache playing around in this area.
Target reassignment. Hostile.
Exactly my thinking. Excellent. Why don't you head up the exploratory crew?
You're sending me into the hot zone?
How do I get up there?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, man. This is annoying.
This can't be happening. Hostile contact.
Withdrawal mode recommended. Please comply.
I'm lost.
Operation successful.
I'll go down further. I'll go down here.
Jubilation.
Okay, there. There, now I'll get there. Take a detour.
Who or what caused the accident is of no consequence.
Yeah,
we can and should benefit
I
from
know,
it.
I want to get the waypoint so I don't have to mess around. Thank you.
Thank you. Intriguing stuff.
Good, you got my letter. Gore's just about to start his presentation. This should be interesting.
Now let's welcome Professor Gore.
The seventh law of Maginamics posits that magical energy cannot be destroyed. Today, I will prove that magic is a limited resource, like water or timber. Using my advanced equipment, I have detected significant drops in the world's ambient magic levels. This drop, I believe, is directly attributed to the return of the Elder Dragons. They consume magic at an alarming rate. If the dragons are not stopped soon, they will leech all of the magic from the world.
Ah, bosh! Magic doesn't get consumed. It changes form and concentration, but it always returns. It's part of a closed system.
I have proof.
Boo.
This is
The
bull. Get off the stage.
Where did I leave those notes? I must have left them in my lab. Please, excuse me while I fetch my records. I can prove the problem exists, then we can focus on its solution.
Professor Gore will return shortly. Until then, please welcome Sepha from the Phrenologist crew.
Thank you for coming. I see a lot of overlap in Gore's theory and our shared goals.
As do I. If Gore's research aligns with the Priory's, we may be looking at a cultural revolution.
Revolutions are won militarily, not academically. Still, Gore's theory could prove useful.
I agree, but nothing can happen until Gore makes his case. Why don't we all settle in and listen?
Problem solvers work behind the scenes, shadows from not soldiers, respond saboteurs and such. Another question. How you operate. We avoid a war by backbeating a general. That's what we do. Okay, now what? Won't let me talk to Zoja. Just confer with her. Alright, yeah. Come on, Zoja.
Greetings. Savant, allow me to present 3 of Ratasum's finest minds. Slep of the Vigil, Batanga of the Order of Whispers, and Crosso of the Durman Priory. I asked them here to listen to Professor Gore's speech, because they all have an interest in fighting the Elder Dragons.
Pleased to meet you, Savant. The Durman Priory is dedicated to research and exploration that will help us combat the Elder Dragons. As you can imagine, we've been watching Professor Gore's progress with keen interest. I'm glad to see you share that interest.
We all share the Priory's interest, just not their methods. In the Order of Whispers, we specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I understand you're more of a doer than a researcher, so you'll appreciate this. If Gore's theory gives us a clear avenue of attack, we intend to use it.
How clear does a target have to be for you sneaks? The dragons aren't exactly tiny, nor do they keep a low profile. The Vigil's army of dedicated fighters was founded to confront the dragons through force of arms. I'm here to see if Gore's work can help us do that.
Pleased to meet you all. Professor Gore's theory is groundbreaking, and the implications are monumental. I'm interested to hear him finish his presentation.
He should be back soon. Let's see if any of the other speakers have any insights for us while we wait.
An exhaustive study of Tyrian physiognomy led me to derive what I call Cepha's constant. Multiplied by the mean ratio of body mass to brain size, it yields an important racial metric,
there he is.
namely, said race's importance as a factor in the eternal alchemy. Asura scored highest naturally. Then in descending order, we have Sylvari, Char, Human, and Norn.
Your attention, please. I have just been informed that our colleague Gore will not be returning. The Arcane Eye reports that he was killed in a tragic lab accident while recovering his notes. It is a terrible blow to science. We should all mourn one of Ratasum's finest minds. On that dolorous note, this seminar is hereby concluded. Thank you for coming.
How can you be helped? Gore died just as he was about to present proof of his theory. Does that strike anyone else as suspicious? Even dubious?
It does. I'd like to inspect Gore's lab and review his documentation. Though if the Arcane Eye's involved, we may not get that chance.
The Order of Whispers can help. The Arcane Eye serves the Arcane Council, right? They have to do what the Council says. It's in their charter. We simply pay a visit to High Counselor Flax's lab, find the materials to make a convincing forgery, and walk right past the Arcane Eye.
How unnecessarily complicated. Simpler to just outwit the sentries outside Gore's lab. The Arcane Eye can't match the Priory's brain power.
I'll leave fact-finding to the Priory and Whispers. When you lot establish a clear objective, the Vigil will be ready.
Listen, Savant, I'm pursuing a long-term, big-picture strategy here, so I want you to take charge. Choose the most viable plan and see it through. We need to know what Gore was going to show us, and if he was silenced, we need to know who did it and why. Good luck.
Excelsior. History never lies. You've chosen wisely. I'll meet you outside Gore's lab.
Come on, click it. There. Let's see here. Where are we going now? We gotta go way up. I think. Let's see. One level.
Insynergen is actively recruiting crew members with a strong.
There we go.
This place is in total lockdown. Maybe we can tease a gap in their defenses out of the guards.
Why wouldn't you have permission to do this? It's weird.
What's going on here? We have an appointment with...
There's nothing going on and nothing to see here, citizen.
But we need to get inside. We're expected.
My orders come from Agent Racht himself, and he says no one gets in without clearance from the Arcane Council. Move along.
Empirically speaking, we're not getting in through the front door. The guards won't risk getting on Racht's bad side. He's a particularly nasty character. We need a better plan, and fast. The Priory's reliquaries are full of magical items. If the dragons feed on magic, those reliquaries become prime targets.
We could overpower the guards, grab what we need, and fight our way out.
Too public. We don't want to alert the entire Arcane Eye and everyone else in the vicinity. We need to think our way in. Racht is meticulous and cautious. He would have sent hazmat suits in to analyze dangerous areas in the lab. Follow my lead. I've got an idea.
I already know what you're thinking. Where'd you go? Let's go get a hazmat suit.
You study astronomy? Because you're about to see stars!
What the? Quit it! Help!
Come on, enter.
Crew, assist me!
Grab a hazmat suit. Once we're disguised, they won't look twice. History never lies. Historians, however...
Let me in the damn suit. Come on. Ah, there. We gotta go this way?
We've got hazmat golems coming in. Open the doors.
Knowledge is the great... Look there. I believe the common parlance is a body bag.
Look at this, Crasso. I don't know this poor devil, but it's definitely not Gore.
I concur. The Arcane Eye must have him socked away somewhere, and if Gore's not here, there's no need for us to linger.
Agreed. But what do you think happened here? Does the Priory have any information or insight that could explain this?
We have entire libraries full of information on the Arcane Eye, on Racht, and on Gore's research, but this doesn't make any sense to me. Yet. Of course, we need to be alive and unincarcerated to learn more. With that in mind, let's make a graceful exit before Racht gets wise.
You there. Nobody's supposed to be on shift right now. Identify yourself.
We're the Special Task Detail. Our orders are to examine all the,
You're not a member of this crew. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
We're just, never mind. Time to fight!
Intruders! Shut down all hazmat suits! This area is compromised!
Call for backup. We've got intruders in Sector 7.
Kill the crew!
Get him! Belong now. Okay, now what?
Freeze! Anybody moves, you all get licked. What's going on here? Who are you?
We're admirers of Gore's work. We came to pay our respects to his body. But as you can see, it's not here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There's nothing even remotely out of the ordinary here, except you. Since this is a secure area, and since you're not authorized to be here, run. Or I will exercise my right to use lethal force.
Let's go, Crasso. I want to regroup with the others and find out what they and Zoja make of this.
Carry on, Savant. I'll meet up with you and the others later.
The mystery deepens. Dun dun dun.
We'll never get recruits. These dust bunnies have no interest in gut-wrenching, mind-blowing war. The mists are too exclusive.
Come on, do your thing. Shout.
Which one am I going to? This one. Excuse me. I'd take a little drink of water there. Feel better. Actually, coffee made up there.
So Gore's death was a fraud. How does knowing that help us? The problem is still elder dragons. While you poke around in back alleys or libraries for information, the Vigil is out there fighting.
We appreciate the distraction you provide, but you don't really think you're going to overpower an elder dragon, do you?
Yep.
We intend to learn all we can about the dragons and their weaknesses before we strike.
Rakt's arcane eye agents were all over Gore's lab. They removed a body they claimed was Gore, but it wasn't. I suspect he's still alive.
If he is, the arcane eye has him. They run a remote facility in a human village called Garenhof. It's isolated, remote, a perfect place to stash Gore.
Finally, a concrete objective. Just say the word, and I'll have Vigil soldiers standing by to storm Garenhof.
No, Rakt is too good at this game for that to work. But I'm better. We can use Garenhof's low profile against him. I say we stage a demonstration and get ourselves arrested. Rakt will haul us in to avoid undue attention.
No.
Then we break out and bring Gore with us.
Don't like that one.
Regrettably, I cannot participate. I must confer with my colleagues in the Priory, but I wish you luck. Let's regroup when the mission is complete.
I want you to take it from here, Savant. I'm going with Crasso to help the Priory look into Gore's theory. We both need to make inroads with the orders for my long-term plan to be viable. Work with whichever one here you think will get the job done.
I will. I'm as eager to figure this out as you are. And eventually, you'll need to share some details about this long-range plan of yours.
I think it's time to beat some people up, right? Eh?
Do you require my assistance?
Dun 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 dun. 'Cause they're pinky. Pinky and green. Let's get out of the way of that. Ooh. I rubber banded a little.
I fought for years in the Mist War. I know what it's like. You know nothing.
Want me to go to Lion's Arch, eh? Wonder why. What's in Lion's Arch? Where is it? Oh, way over here, eh?
How long have you maintained the Radasum Gate?
Too long.
Yeah, when this game first came out, this Lion's Arch looked totally different, and then there was this individual named Scarlet that used dragon power to do an attack on this place and totally wrecked it. And there was this event to stop her from doing more damage, and literally, you had the entire game fighting on this map. It was just pandemonium and chaos and just nuts. There's places to go under and over, and it was just. And then afterwards, they rebuilt the place.
Next stop.
And there's a little cutscene that I haven't shown here, but this is why it was kind of neat. The running events like that was kind of fun, you know. Now, mind you, they built up to it, eh? Which was a really neat kind of a thing. And it wasn't something that you needed a DLC for, or you know, that kind of thing. And that gets the whole community together, which is a neat thing. You see, what I find with the DLCs is, like, I got both the DLCs, right? I actually have only completed on one of my characters the HOT, Heart of Thorns, once. And I had one person help me. And there's these thing called masteries.
If we increase the sympathetic resonance, perhaps the power output can be boosted.
These things here. And as you see, I need 3 points to get this for, you know, making legendary stuff. And I mean, I can go into other areas, and you can see I don't have them. It's because it's so hard to find people to go around with that want to do something that you're doing. And it's a problem with the guilds that I'm with. You know, they're not very big, and I've been a world versus world player, so when I go to do the PvE, I just don't know who or what to get with to do that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just the stuff I'll get to. I'll find a way eventually. Hopefully the game doesn't shut down or nothing. But I don't see this game not going anywhere for, you know, a couple more years anyway, because they just added all these mounts and different things like this and whatnot too. And it'd be neat to see one more world versus world map so that each of the players on their home territory has a specifically different map, right? You know, while I like the desert map, it's, you know, it would be neat to have Northern Shiver Peaks always be an alpine, you know, region, right? We should always be that for a homeland. Anyway, but shake it up. Okay, where am I going here? It's telling me to go this way for some reason. This is bizarre. Hi, castle. Divinity's Reach. Yay. Reset isn't it a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I know, I reset. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now where am I going? Huh? I'm gonna go for a little tour in the countryside by the looks of her. Where am I heading? Okay. I'm on tour, boys. Let's see. into that. That good. Keep going. Under, over. Looks like I knew where I was going, eh? Not bad for a guy that plays World vs. World so much, eh? Eh?
Huh, you're kidding me, right?
You're kidding me, right? Yeah, I am. I'll take that. And I'm going to go over here to get across the bridge. Left hand turn, Clyde. Oh, right hand turn,
Here
Clyde.
they come again. Make quick work of them.
For the Tamini!
Oh, alright, I'll help you guys.
We live on.
And then everybody else shows up. Sure. Level 80, eh? What am I at? What level am I here? Level 8. My looks like everyone else.
Grawl hair. Do something about that, will ya?
I will live on.
Oh, reset.
For the Tamini! We will live on.
Loot! Look at all the bags! Bags of loot!
May Lissa aid you.
This is about the most protected caravan ever. Just because I feel like doing it. It shows you sometimes what side quests are like, and it's kind of realistic because this is what you would do if they were guarding a caravan. You walk alongside and something jumps you, you kill it. Or beat it up or whatever you want to do. Had to go this way anyway. Yeah. Is this thing gonna keep going? How far does this thing go?
Take aim.
Post caravan. Skirt the trading post caravan to Claypool.
Hold.
Then succeeded. Oh, there we go. Yay.
Good. I can finally get rid of you.
Show these
Go do
well
something.
fellows done.
Somewhere else.
Pick up a shield and get
A
in.
pleasure, I'm sure. Oh, I'll meet you
Yes.
here for the trip back. I think so
See? Being a nice guy, you get stuff. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Cartman cool. Kessex Hills. Haven't been here in a long time. This character, never. I have a feeling some more stuff has to load in here. Oh, maybe not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is that? Down the coastline, somewhere over there. Okay. Oh boy. Like a raptor. Damn thing can jump. See it. Down this way.
For the Tamini!
Sure.
Just a little fun at my expense, folks. Please don't arrest me.
Pack up your stinking toxic fish and shove off. Or I just might.
That way. We'll see when we get up there whether I can go back south. This is quite a trip. Almost an hour long. As soon as I get to this spot, I'll let me see. Can I get in there? Can I? Maybe. Let's see here. This could be dangerous. Sure. Now I'm totally lost. Let's just get the heck out of here before what way did I go? No, not there. This way. Oh yeah, closed. Wait. Let me get out of here. Oh, there goes my mouse. That was a good one. Okay, this way. Oh, I figured it out. And over here. Ah, I need to cross that. Oh, it's my cave. Kill about 400 of these. Oh yeah, Edens everywhere. Holy jeez. Look at this bad. This is the fastest way. I'm going over here. Leave me alone, bear. Okay. Now we're gonna stay on the path. There we go.
When I was a little girl,
I'm gonna leave it here and then we'll start again.